Hey, here's a little bit of a tidbit or a fact for you guys. May, I just figured this out, is the National Day of Asian Americans. So, it's like Asian American History Month. So, what does that mean exactly? But anime TV, which is like a TV station for anime, they might have a website if you look it up. Anime TV, they have a lot going on for whatever they have. I'm not really sure about what it is, but they are looking at a lot of anime and the start of anime in the world. They are looking at a lot of anime and like the start of anime in general. Pretty much what I just figured out is that Disney kind of started anime. It kind of pisses me off, but you know, it's like it started with Disney, but it's straight off from that point. And I understand where it came from because I've seen little clips of anime back in the early 1900s, and I understand how Disney was involved. Because back in the early 1900s, anime used to be it looked like, if you know early Disney stuff, looked like Steamboat Willie. You know, black and whites, and the characters had a little bit of an anime feel, but not exactly. They still kind of looked like cartoons, but they had more Asian-like eyes, I suppose, if you want to say that. They had that sort of anime type feel, and that's what started off as anime. That was like the first signs of anime. So Disney kind of helped start anime. As much as I hate to say that, it's the truth. But anyways, anime got started off in the early 1900s, and it became a phenomenon and something that changed the Western culture, which is like our culture around here in the U.S. If you are from the U.S., if you're not, then I guess you would just say if it's from the U.S., you know, something that started a lot more in the U.S. But what I want to say is anime such as Gundam, and actually there are a lot of them I'm not really sure about, but there are a lot of anime that came out like before I was born though. So it was like in the 1980s actually, is when a lot of anime came out that were kind of revolutionary, and that was the golden age. Well, not then, but give or take the early 1990s / the late 1980s, that was the golden age for anime, and that is what started a revolution. Pretty much what I mean by revolution is that the golden age was begun. And in that golden age, that is when the start of some of the most popular anime ever were made. So you guys know, like in the 90s, there were anime that looked a lot interesting. So that was before Naruto got started, Bleach, One Piece, and all these good anime of, you know, that are our time of now. But before, as most of you remember, there were a lot of awesome anime, such as Case Closed, Yu Yu Hakusho, Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon, which is still going on, as well as Yu-Gi-Oh, but I'm talking about the first start off of those, Inuyasha, Sailor Moon, even Voltron was an anime, so yeah, it had an anime style. So what happened? You know, I'm sorry to give you guys this little history lesson, but it's just like I saw it, and I have to, you know, just share this with you. What happened with anime? It's just pretty much like anime changed the Western culture in a sort of way with some Western shows that you might know, such as Avatar. Avatar looks somewhat like an anime, somewhat. And most people might even say it is an anime. I don't know, but they might say it is an anime. Also, there's one thing that is very, very, very controversial. I've actually seen that one person argue very strongly about this. He said that, that this show is really an anime when, quite frankly, it's not. I do apologize to that person, but it is not an anime. So let me talk about this. The Boondocks is not an anime. However, the Boondocks art style did get some sort of inspiration from anime style. If you look deeply into that, then you'll know it is not an anime. I mean, people would say it looks almost exactly like Afro Samurai in its art style. However, it's not an anime. Afro Samurai is an anime because it got started in Japan, has manga, and all of that. However, the Boondocks, it is started in America. It has a comic strip, but that is not good enough still. A comic strip and a manga, two different things, I'm sorry. That's like saying that, Sabrina the Teenage Witch is an anime. It has its own comic strip. Not really a comic strip, but it has its own, comic book. So, does that make it an anime? No. Really, anime was supposed to be made in Japan with a manga form. Some anime don't have manga in the first place, but most of them do. So, yeah. That's how the ideas get presented, and So, this is Asian American Month, the history of Asian Americans. So, celebrate it the way you want to, and go out there and watch anime. That is the number one thing I want you to do. Either watch an anime, read a manga, do anything you can to represent Asian American Month. So if you want to celebrate Asian American Heritage Month in style, I recommend you do so by watching Kekkaishi on Adult Swim, May 22nd at 12:30 p.m., which is a Saturday, of course. And I also recommend that you watch Dragon Ball Z Kai on Nicktoons on May 24th at 8 p.m., which is like a Monday. And now that I've given you a little bit of a history lesson, if you think I forgot anything, just leave a comment below and tell me what I forgot, because I kind of forget stuff. And, give your opinions on what Asian American Month means to you, and I'll see you guys later. So, stay gold.